Hello, I'm Michael Yemu, your relationship expert. I welcome you to Date Right, Myra. And today, I want to share with you reasons why many relationships don't work. If you have been in a couple of relationships that have not really worked, you'll be wondering why any relationship I enter into does not lead to the kind of desire and that I've always desired. So, what is the reason for all this? There is a reason why some people relationships work and why a lot of people relationships do not work. And I'm going to share with you the 5 reasons why most relationships don't work. Reason number 1 is lack of vision. Lack of vision is one of the key factors that makes a lot of relationships not work. Vision is what communicates to the couples that where are we going, what kind of relationship do we want, what do we want to achieve in coming together to date, to court, or to marry. Unfortunately, a lot of marriages or relationships that do not end well, the couples in it do not have a vision. Sometimes they are just in it just for fun, just for sex, or maybe because a lot of their peers are in a relationship, they also have to do so. Some even get married because of societal pressure. Family, parents are pressuring them, so they think they have to get married. Sometimes a gentleman may think, okay, I'm of age, so I have to get married. They don't really have a clear vision why they have to settle down in marriage or be in a relationship. So, if you don't have a vision for why you want to be in a relationship, you have to know that that relationship is likely not to work. And that is one of the factors why many relationships are not working. Number 2, lack of common belief and values. If you don't share a common belief and values with the person that you intend dating or marrying, you have to know that there is a high possibility that that relationship and marriage is not going to work. According to research, couples that share similar beliefs and values have a higher tendency of having a meaningful, lasting relationship. Because you have to know that your beliefs and your values, they dictate what you do and say. They influence how you relate with your partner or spouse. If you are a Christian and you believe your belief centers on forgiveness, loving, caring, if your partner is to hurt you, you know that you have to forgive your partner. So that belief is going to influence you. So the belief and the values are so much important that if you don't have common belief and value, there is a higher possibility that your relationship may not work. You might have common belief. Let's take for instance, you attend the same church, you are both Christian, or maybe you are of the same faith, but you might not have similar values. Values like no cheating, faithfulness, speaking the truth, doing the right thing. There are some people who may share similar beliefs with you, attend the same church with you, have the same faith with you, but they may not have the same kind of values that you cherish. Maybe they want to engage in sex before marriage, and you, with your values, you don't want to what? Engage in that. You believe in what? Sex after marriage. So you are going to have a lot of challenges in that kind of relationship. The same way, if your values and beliefs are not the same, when you get married, you and your partner, you are going to have a lot of challenges in what? Deciding on important issues in your marriage. And the next reason why many relationships don't work is the lack of character. Character is the unseen part of us, but that relates with our partner on a daily basis. You may not see your partner's character, but you feel the effects of your partner's character. So, if we don't have a refined character, there's a high possibility that our relationship is going to go bad, because bad character results in bad relationship and good character results in good relationship. Why? Because if you have a bad character, you are going to exhibit certain negative attitude to your partner in your relating to your partner, and that will affect your partner's reception, mood, feelings, and also the love that he or she has for you. But if you have a good character, you'll be able to create a very conducive environment for your relationship where your partner will feel secure, loved, and cherished. So if you have a bad character, maybe lying, maybe cheating, maybe anything insulting, abusive, you must know that that relationship is not going to work. So if you're in a relationship with someone who has bad character, you should be able to advise yourself and know that, look, bad character cannot build a successful, meaning relationship. And the next thing that leads to bad or many relationships not working is lack of knowledge. You have to know and understand that many relationships fail not because the couples don't love each other, but they lack the right knowledge to make the relationship work. The rise and fall of any beautiful relationship is knowledge. Knowledge as in, how do I relate with my partner? How do I communicate with my partner? How do we resolve conflict? How do I communicate my partner's love language to him or her? What is my partner's temperament? What are the things that will make my partner feel loved in the relationship? You should be able to know all these things and what? Exhibit it in your relationship. But if you are not able to have the right knowledge, you are just going to what? Do anything, and as a result of that, you are going to affect the peace, the joy, and the happiness that you have in your relationship. So having right knowledge is important. But if you don't have the right knowledge, your relationship is going to fail, it's not going to work. And the last but not the least is lack of patience. A lot of people want to have a successful relationship overnight. They believe that the Bible said the two shall become one. So as soon as they get married, they are expecting that they are going to think together, their partner is going to agree with everything that they say, and it's like everything is going to move smooth. But relationships do not work that way. It takes time for you to know yourself. It takes time for you to understand each other. It takes time for you to be able to build maturity, patience, love for each other. So if you are not patient enough for you to build your relationship the way that you have wanted it to be, you'll be surprised that in the course of you being with your partner, a little challenge, a little misunderstanding will separate you. And then you are going to say, if I would have been patient enough, like this relationship would have worked. But a lot of people are not patient enough so that to see the fruit of their labor. And I want you to know that whatever challenge that you may face in your relationship, you should know that it's just a visitor who is come to visit you temporarily and leave. Therefore, you should not allow a temporary challenge or situation or an issue that you experience with your partner determine whether you have to break up with your partner or leave your partner. So you being patient enough is very, very important. But if you are not patient, your relationship is not going to work. So a lot of people who have broken up with their partners or their spouse, sometimes when they sit down, they say, if I were patient enough, I think this relationship would have worked. I would have understood my partner more, and I would have been mature enough to know that these are common challenges in relationship. But because they were not patient enough, they let the relationship just get destroyed. So today, I've been able to share with you 5 reasons why many relationships don't work. And one is lack of vision. 2, lack of beliefs and values. 3, lack of right character. 4, lack of knowledge. The 5th one is lack of patience. If these 5 things are lacking in your relationship, there's no way you are going to have that kind of meaningful and happy relationship that you want. If you lack knowledge, engage yourself in materials that will enhance you the kind of knowledge that you need to build the relationship that you desire. And if you are going to make sure that these things that I've mentioned, you exclude them from your relationship, you are going to see that from today, your relationship is going to turn a new leaf, and you will be able to enjoy the happy, meaningful relationship you have ever desired. It's my desire that you have that kind of relationship you have always wanted, and you will never regret that you have applied this principle. Thanks so much for being with me, and I believe that another time we'll have another interesting discussion that will enhance the quality of your relationship. Thanks. Bye-bye.